Hi, all. Welcome back to my pretty fluffy studio upstairs in my house. This is You Make Me Sick TV. I'm so glad you joined me back again. Really, I am. But even if I just love doing what I'm doing. I look forward to getting up here every day and bringing you the truths about what's going on with our country so we could save our democracy. Okay, first fun fact I have for today, and I just call it a fun fact even though it's horrific. I want to say that Trump was convicted on 34 felony counts. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted on 6 felony counts. He is now running the USA. She was put into a low security prison in Texas right next to Texas A&M College, which is perfect for her. She loves young girls and preying on them. It's disgusting what this felon is doing to our country and all those who follow him. Now, you have even one felony count that's a lot less worse by many standings than these two have received. These people can't even get a lot of jobs. Yet he got commander of the United States, even though he has no competence, the lowest IQ ever, and not a good low IQ like Ozzy Osbourne claimed he had a low IQ. But today, Marjorie Greene Taylor is in the news again, which I'm sure she loves. She also goes by the name of MGT to keep it short, just in case you don't know that by now. I didn't know a lot of these things at the beginning. So she's the representative for Georgia, and she's turning on our orange head up in the White House again. And, I'd like to get excited about it, but before you know it, she's kissing his ass as usual. So today, what she's upset about, and hello, wake up, it's about time, is she doesn't like this boys' club that seems to exist now that wasn't mentioned when they were electing him and running their campaigns with him, and how they treat women by not hiring certain ones. What a surprise, Marjorie Taylor Greene, MGT. She acts like so surprised, but I know it's all she just keeps herself out there in the media, so we keep remembering who she is. So don't forget who she is. She's the rep from Georgia. Do not vote for her when she's up for re-election. Okay, and now Laura Loomer, the crazy Loon, she's attacking Marjorie Greene Taylor for attacking her Donald Trump, her love of the world, Donald Trump. I'm telling you, this Laura Loomer is cray cray. Now, she's tried to run for a few different positions, but she never got voted in. She never got a spot. So instead, Trump was ego. Oh, thank you for loving me. I know that I'm the greatest, Laura. She's so sucked up to him that she always goes on the guard for him when somebody attacks him. So since TGM attacked him verbally today with all these posts, boom, 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 she's attacking her back. And again, she's talking about BJ. She's going, oh, Marjorie Greene Taylor, oh, you just keep going sleeping around with all these men and giving them blowjobs, and you just keep going on, running off with all these men, and again, giving them blowjobs. It's that's the second time I heard blowjobs from Laura Loomer in the last 7 days, maybe less. What's going on with Laura Loomer and blowjobs? Anyway, I'd like to know. Well, I wikied her, and on Wikipedia it says she's so far left. You could go check it out. This is my thing. She's crazy. And if you look at her page, it's two things that stood out to me that is so disgusting is she's a pro-white nationalist, whatever that fucking is. Well, we know what that is now. And a proud Islamophobia, whatever that's called. You know, when they're against Islam people. She's just one crazy bird, this Laura Luma, and she probably doesn't give blowjobs, is my thing. I don't know what she has against them, but she doesn't seem to think they're cool. Speaking of dicks, Lee Zeldin heads up the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, this year. Anything he says does not at all reflect those who still work there. And even those that got let go, fired, early retirement, whatever you want to call their layoffs. So when Lee Zeldin comes out and he's speaking for the US EPA, I know firsthand that it does not reflect the scientists there or the management or any other staff for that reason. And all the research they've been doing for the EPA's entire time in existence. And I hope this doesn't happen, but if you look at cities from the 1970s, like a picture of one of the major cities, not a small city, but maybe a small city, you'll see this huge pollution cloud above this city. No kidding. Go look it up. It's like from the 70s and probably before that, maybe even a little after. There's just pollution. You can see it in the air. You can see it existing. Well, the EPA and all their work, they're the ones that got rid of it. So now when you see a picture of a city, you don't see the pollution in the air. Just want to remind everybody of that. It's a true fact. So, again, just to remind you, Lee Zeldin, does not represent how the people feel at the EPA or the research they did at the EPA and still do. Even though he comes out and speaks of it, or I see a headline of it that says the EP now doesn't feel this way about greenhouse energy. He's talking about how he's being told to conduct the EPA. And I'm sure you smarties know that, but for those who don't know that, I'm not saying you're dumb. For those who don't realize that, he's being told to do this by the administration. So the EPA does not at all reflect what Lee Zeldin says when he says the EPA is. Oh, Pete Hegseth, one of my favorite topics on You Make Me Sick. It makes me so sick. Before I go on, please like and subscribe to my You Make Me Sick TV channel, please. I would love that if you're enjoying it, because I'm a one-woman show up here, and I would like to continue enjoying it. And I hope you do too. And if you want to comment below, I try to answer everybody. And okay, so back to Pete Hegseth, our U.S. Secretary of Defense, former Fox host. Some of you may know him as, probably no one on this field frequency, because I did not know that, but I see clips of him now. And I could tell with that smug attitude and that, I'm such a great guy. Just look at me. So that makes me feel so safe here in our country that our person in charge of defense is a former host on a show, much like many of the people in charge of the security of our country right now, which is serious, y'all. Thank God most of the other countries are sticking up for us and making sure things get back to normal here. So this way we can be, and the rest of the world can be back in free trade and one again. But this guy, lately and today, he amplifies these pastors' words, this message that women shouldn't be allowed to vote. And girls, if you're not awake yet, now's the time to get awake. I know some young women that go to college that my son goes to or was going to, they didn't vote last year because they didn't know what to do or whatever. Because I had him talking to people he knew. So, girls, now's your time to register to vote and start learning things. Start getting the truth. Even if you think your family's telling you the truth, like I thought I thought I grew up in the norm, and I wasn't in the norm until I got married and met somebody that was so loving and educated on the world, not just me. So, girls and guys, don't get lost. Being a Democrat or a liberal is a great thing. It will liberalize you. You can be who you are with integrity and feel good about not judging other people. So vote Democrat and liberal. It's so important to our freedom, and everyone you loves freedom. And I'm not saying our family doesn't believe what they believe. They have their reasons and they believe that too. But now we have so much at our fingertips to learn the truth. Learn the truth. And you'll know what truth is yours when it speaks to you. You can feel it. You can feel it right here. So make sure you vote for your right to make choices. Even if you're never gonna want an abortion, it's your right to your own body, not to a man or another woman's. They're talking about taking the woman's right to vote away again. We've come so far. I thought our right to make our own decisions on our body would never get taken away, and then Donald Trump had it turned over with Roe v. Wade. So don't think that our vote can't be taken away. It can. We need to start and end this now. It's so important. So register to vote, start learning, and don't just register in presidential votes. Register in the prelims also, like the year before. So this way you can keep learning and the country keeps learning what it needs to. It's so important to get involved if you have time, even if you don't have time. Just come here, I'll help you learn. No, I really will. My kids help me and I help them. So, okay, that Republicans as well as Democrats get abortions. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. Either you've helped somebody get an abortion, someone you love very much, you've gotten an abortion, or you're very connected to many people that have had one. Believe me, I know this. I've been alive for over a half a century, and everyone I talked to either had one, helped someone get one, or was the partner in getting one. So this is not a Democrat or Republican thing, even though Republicans make it like it's their thing. You're not allowed to get an abortion. They get abortions. You've seen some people get caught. The wealthy ones have access, real easy access to abortions because they're not working, or they can skip a few days to go get one. They could go cross county lines and state lines to go to legal states to get one, or to get the medicine now. It's just a medicine now. It's not even you go in and get one like it used to be. So they're even trying to take this pill away, which is still very legal. You could still get it online in most states. You could still get it in CVS or any of the stores. In most states, like my state of North Carolina, I still see Plan B when I go to the pharmacy. But also, I've heard from really good sources, and I wish I could share the link with you because they're so, present and talk about it to everybody. You can get Plan B and assistance online no matter what state you're in. We are never going away, and we will never stop helping pregnant women or pregnant girls, because it's our right whether we're ready or not, or whether we want to have this child or not, because of these circumstances, because of these circumstances we may or may not be in. It's our right to choose our life over our perhaps pregnancy that might go really bad, and the doctors know it for sure. I'm not saying I would do that, but I'm saying it's happening already. There's people dying because they won't get an abortion because our administration puts these laws into play that if you help these people as a doctor, you will get sued. Matter of fact, women leave Texas to go to Chicago or Illinois, anywhere in Illinois, to go get an abortion medicine or an abortion if they're further in. And Texans have this license plate recording thing for their government, and they actually misuse that to track down women who are leaving the state to get abortions, so they can sue the person, the doctor giving it to them, or perhaps them. This is no joke. They're using the license plate recorder illegally. It's personal, private information. And they're taking that away from women, human beings who care about babies. I have 3 children, adult children. Don't get me wrong. I've had an abortion. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't feel bad about it. I don't consider a piece of rice, if you've ever seen a sonogram, the little life that you're calling a baby is literally look like a piece of rice. It's so tiny. That to me is not a life-changing life. So do not feel bad for whatever reason you're choosing. It's your choice. No questions asked. No life on the line. And these people who tell you that lie about it. They assist other women and get them themselves whenever they want. Fact. Okay, also, this is, again, not across party lines. Both Democrats and Republicans are gay and straight. They're trans, they're not trans. The only thing, again, is the Republicans judge everyone and hide it if they are. Just like J.D. Vance used to be gay and now he's not. And so many other people that are gay in the Republican Party or trans, but then point the finger at the Democrats that are and say you're pushing this too much on everyone. Well, maybe if you just let everybody live and let live, be and let be, embrace everyone, you also can live incongruent with your true self and be who you want to be, no matter where you are or who you're with. That's what the left and the Democrats aim for. Be who you love, be who you are, love who you love. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to not live in integrity with yourself. If you don't live congruently and integrity with yourself, then you're split in two, and that is not a healthy way to live. Fact. They just lie and they weave and they lie and they weave and they just try to hide everything. It's such a joke. They think they are too. So now they're trying to reverse gay marriage, which is so sad. I can't believe it. I remember when it went into play. I'm ashamed to say I didn't quite understand it then, but I looked into it. I talked to people about it, and oh, then it made sense to me. It totally makes sense to me. And again, I'm not proud of that, but it is really how I felt. And I keep it real here. So that can certainly change all. If they can change a woman's right to make choices in her own body, I'm sad to say that they could reverse gay marriage, but I'm sure we can get all these other things, including that, reversed again. So we can love who we love and make choices we want for our own bodies and feel good about it. Everybody, all of us. California Senator Gavin Newsom giving Orange Head a taste of his own medicine. Love it. Don't forget, Gavin Newsom votes sexiest man alive 2025. I'm making it a thing, y'all. You watch. It's true. He's super intelligent, super courageous, super kind, and he's super sexy. Not to objectify you, Governor Newsom, as Sabrina Carpenter would say. I just stating the truth, darling. His posts are point on. You have to check them out, y'all. He is just bulleting them out there, and he's giving Orange Head President everything he dishes out. He gives him right back. And now he's ending his posts with, "Thank you for your attention to this matter!" Exclamation point. Go, Governor! Go, every governor. New York governor, Illinois governor. Go, 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 governor. My governor, Josh Stein. Everybody go. Washington, D.C. is looking like LA now. It's pretty scary, y'all. It's a horror show of display of power from such a failing, weak orange president. It reminds me of the beginning of The Handmaid's Tale, when there are guards in the streets watching all the people in all the states across our country shopping, going to work, pushing strollers, having coffees as they're talking down the street and the sidewalks, and no one's really taking notice. It disturbs them at first, but then they go on. And as the show proceeds, they mentioned they should have realized the signs when they put the guards in the streets. Everybody, the guards are in the streets. It's not a joke. This is real stuff, y'all. It's a real sign of authoritarian. And don't wait until it's too late. Join the resistance, the peaceful resistance. And the truth is about The Handmaid's too as well, which I think everybody should watch, even though it could be a hard watch. It's a really good watch. And it has the same underlying belief that powers the regime in the show that's powering our regime, which is this false sense of religion that to them they say is so strong. And then the white men end up taking over on the show as commanders, and the women stay home to have babies, and they're not allowed to read or write or have a career. The fertile women that were kidnapped, like our immigrants are getting kidnapped now forcefully with their face coverings, guns, and uniforms, throwing people to the ground. They take these women, they find out if they're fertile. If they're fertile, they become handmaids, which basically is they're sent off to a commander's house and their wife that cannot get pregnant. And in this state of the show, the men, it's not possible for a man to be pregnant, to be sterile. So no man is sterile or ever says he is, even though it's obvious. And the women have to take part in this ceremony monthly when the woman has her period. Oh, when the woman is ovulating, so she could have a child with the commander for them as a couple. And then they keep the baby and they send the handmaid to the next house. So basically, it's statutory rape that they make legal by calling it a ceremony. It's a good watch. Yes. That's all for today. Let's end on a more fun note. Yeah, let's go have a dance party. I love having a dance party. So go have fun, put on your favorite list of music. Just be happy, get your vibrational frequency up. Just be happy. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.